Hola, ¿cómo estás, everybody? How are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are doing great, because I am. I ain't gonna cap, okay? I ain't gonna cap. I've been going for a little while. For me, at least, I feel like for a little while. I did go live. Last week, April 1st. That was my first live. It was fun. But I haven't posted. So that would have been 2 weeks of not posting, but I'm back. Okay. I'm back and I'm better. I was out of town. I went to Savannah and stuff like that, and I did a girls trip. I was gonna record it for a vlog, but somebody's sucky battery over here ruined it, so I couldn't even film for the rest of the trip. But I did get some shorts for y'all, so stay tuned for that one. Today we're gonna be talking about without God it is dead. Okay, and what do y'all mean? What do you mean what I mean? What do you mean what I mean? Without God it is dead. God, if God don't have his hands in it, if God don't have his hands in it, it is dead. Because who else? For me, I only know the Holy Father, that what best interest is for you, that watches over you, doesn't cap or try to go along the lines and get something for themselves. The only thing he wants is glory and credit for, you know, what he put his hands into and everything else, and only wants to better the life that you have, that he gave you for you. That's it, that's all. But you can't get the fruits of this if you don't have a good connection with him, or don't have a connection with him at all. It will not go anywhere if you don't at least try to talk to him. And this isn't just about getting things from him. That comes along with it. That comes with it. But getting to know him is what makes everything 10 times better. When I ain't gonna cap, it was like I had some tragic moments that was going on, but I was praying to him and asking him, like, help me, what can I do and stuff like that, show me. But then I was very surface stuff. I was just asking him, praying to him and stuff like that. I didn't have a Bible. That's the number one thing wrong, okay? I did not have a Bible. I always thought, like, oh, I don't need to go to church. I don't need to have a Bible to have a close connection with him. But as I'm getting older and stuff like that, that's a no. Because one thing, the Bible is one of the important paths to build a strong connection with him. Because in the Bible, it's a story of him, of Jesus, and the journey and everything. Like, literally everything in that Bible tells you how to get closer to him, gives you answers that you are going through to your day-to-day life. You can apply those things. Now, hey, it was harsher back in the day, okay? It was harsher back in the day, but the principles can be still applied in your situation that you're living in, or anything that you're going through right now, stuff like that. But the Bible is literally a layout plan, a layout book for you to get closer to him, to go, hold on, this dang on heater. The book is basically a dang on one road trip for real, if you want to only be dedicated to the Bible and stuff like that, to getting closer with God. So reading your Bible is getting to know God on a more personal level, as well as a, you know, studying type situation. Like, oh, you want to study what has gone, what has happened, what you can take from this, and, you know, what you can implement to ask God, or do things with God, or do certain things for God, to show that you are here for him and that you know he's here for you. Then you can use those rules to improve. Reading the Bible is a full-on description on how he likes to receive and give his love. So when you read and get more in depth with the Bible, you get a more deeper understanding of how he likes to love, how he likes to protect, what's his boundaries. Just because nice people are nice don't mean, like, God is nice. God is nice. God is very nice. But he has his boundaries, as you should too when it comes to people. You can be nice and have your boundaries. I always thought me being nice meant I didn't need to have any boundaries, or I would say yes to anything and stuff like that. But no, as I'm going through the Bible, I said, okay, God is being nice. He gave you you know, some tries and some trials and errors. But then after that, you cross something, he said, I don't want no parts to you. So that's how you got to take people in your life too sometimes. If they cross one boundary in your life, when they cross it again, it's time to cut them out, throw them trash. Just like in the Bible said, cut the people. They are cut from their people. So you need to cut them out, okay? Scriptures, I feel like it's very intimate. It's very like, you know, the junk in your head because you embedded it in your head by the way you're studying it, how you're implementing the scriptures and say them out loud to what's going on in your life. And you can use these scriptures to help communicate with God better and into like a language, you know, that more fits him. Even though if you may not know, even if you don't know how to talk to God in a proper way, he accepts you for you. As long as you're trying to get to know him and get closer to him, that's all he matters. That's all he worries about. That's all that matters. So as long as you're trying, as long as you're putting the effort into it, then you're all good. Use the scriptures as tools, hints throughout your day-to-day life, and live by principle in Christ. Show gratitude to God. Just like how God gives you everything you say you wanted and he gave it to you, you need to have gratitude to everything that is being given to you, because God can take anything in the blink of an eye. He can take your home, he can take your car, he can take your job, he can take them dogs, he can take that boyfriend, he can take that girlfriend, he can take that husband, that wife, anybody in your life that you are so drawn attached to in an unhealthy way. He can take it away from you. If you do not treat things right and carefully, then he can take it away from you, because he's like, you're not treating these things that I gave you with care, so why should I let you continue to abuse and misuse what was supposed to be given to you to help you grow, not be a person of distraught and destroy things that's all around you. Like, no, be grateful for what God has gave you. Being grateful for what God has gave you is even a one-up on getting more and more things that you're trying to manifest in your life. As you are grateful for what you already have, treat the things with care. When you treat things with care, you get more out of life. Just like how you treat your credit with care, or whatever the case is, you get more out of life. Or just like how you treat your money with care and you know how to treat it right, you get more out of life. Same thing with what God gave you. If you damage those things, he's going to take it away from you, and you're not going to like it. But it's not even about what you're not going to like. It's about what God is building you to be. Building you into a character of what follows him. That's what's really important. You can have all the things in the world. Even people that are rich but aren't partners, you know, hand in hand with God, they live a life that is not joyful, that they're not happy in, they don't feel grateful for, they take it for granted, they want more and more and more, but it's like selfishness and greedy more in an unhealthy way. But with God, he waters everything. He waters you. With watering you, he builds you into a character that is needed to obtain a certain ranking, a certain responsibility, a certain impact in the world, even in your life and with others. He always wants people to help others in any type of way it is. So having a better connection with God and having a better connection with yourself. When you find out what your purpose is, you're going to feel like, oh, this is definitely for me. This is definitely for me. I know this is what God gave it to me. So it's 10 times even better. When God puts his hands into it, it's 100% better, and it's going to impact 100% more. It's going to hit even harder than with you just alone. And never believe that you are alone, because that is a lie. You are never alone. God is always with you through the sad days, happy days, upset days, mad days, bad days, good days. He's through with it all. Knowing that God's with you, you know you're going to get through it any type of way. He makes the way. He makes the path for you to walk on. Doesn't mean it's going to be easy. No. It just means it's an opportunity to get up and keep going and grow even more. Hardship, just like how the trees, the grass outside go through storms, and then at the end of it, they look beautiful. They prosper, they grow. That's what God does to his people. That's what he does to you. He puts you through the storms, even though Even though we don't be able to go to the storm, okay? I don't be want to go through the storms, but I know. Just like how you be like, I don't want to be the strongest soldier. No, literally, that's how it is. Like, he building you to be one of the strong soldiers that you may not have asked for. But it was assigned to you, so you gotta do it. You gotta do it. Just do it, okay? Literally, it's gonna bring everything good to you into the world. He only wants to put good in the world. So would you. Why would you not want to be one of God's children to help? You know, you're part of his story, you know. Even you make your own story on how you impacted. Like, how did he embedded his mission, his assignment into you, and what did you do to help others? Because when it's time for you to go to that gate, he's going to ask you, what did you do to help others? What have you done that's aligned with me? If all he hears is, oh, you know, I be going to parties, you know, I'm a host, I help people with drugs. Like, if he hears those things, he says, you're not my friend. You're not my child. Because you didn't even do anything for real to help people. You didn't do anything to help lead them to Christ, to God. You didn't help people get a better connection with him. You didn't help people God. You didn't guide them to, like, you know, give them advice for how to get closer to him. So when the time comes, they can go through that gate. And sometimes it's not about going through that gate. It's about what you're doing in the mission. What are you doing in the life that he gave you? Because he could take your life at any given moment. When he asks you at that gate, what did you do, you know, that aligns with me? And your answer is that, oh, I help people. I help guide people get closer to you. Is the raps. But in doing that, that means you give light, you give love, you give grace. With boundaries though, but you give light and love. That's all you really spread. You don't spread negativity. You don't add on to negativity. If anything is negative, you just leave it on, or you leave it to God. God will take care of your karma. When God take care of your karma, it's 20 times, 30 times worse. The people gonna wish they never messed with you. Even if you think you can handle your karma way better, no, God can do it 20 times better than you. Because one, he sees what's gonna happen to you, because he allowed this person to come into your life. He allowed these events to happen in your life, but for a good reason. Even though they may seem like, dang, bruh, you don't want me to win. No, he wants you to win. He wants you to be a person that's strong enough to carry that load that's coming towards you, and even more on top of that. Like, it's lightweight. Because if he's giving you something that's pressure, is overwhelming to you, you're not going to be able to maintain it and hold it and carry on the mission that God has assigned for you. Giving life and love to others is one. It's another thing that you want to do, you know, to be closer to God. Because if God knows that you've just been giving out hate, hatred, jealousy, envy, and all these negative things, he's going to look at you like, what else am I supposed to do with this? Yes, he does help you, but it doesn't make it okay to continue doing something like that, knowing just because God is nice in that way. That's how you get on his I'm gonna leave you alone side. Because he doesn't, just because you know his heart doesn't mean you take advantage of his heart. And he sees your heart before you even see his. So think about that one. Before you tell anybody else about what you got going on, tell it to God. I used to do this. I used to tell other people my problems before I went to God, asking him, can he help me about my problems? Because one, I'm like, hold on, this don't seem right. These people I'm telling my problems ain't really reversing the problem. Like, they not really helping. Like, all they know is my business. Yes, they comfort me in the moment, but I need long-term recovery. And the only one who can do that is God. So asking God and telling God, I give you my problems fully, and I give it to you to help me take care of it and to take care of it, because you are my Father, you're my provider, you are the Holy Father. He's supposed to do these things. You expect him to do these things because that is his expectation of himself, and he puts that out in the world to let everybody know, like, I am the only person that can help you. I'm the only person that can stop your problems. I'm the only one who could take bad things away from you as long as good things, and I can put good things and bad things into your life. I'm the only one that can help you prosper without asking or taking anything in a wicked way, you know, because other gods, like he said in the Bible, do not serve any other god except me. He knows other gods are out there. But the difference between him and them, they want something. They're going to always want something, and that's something that they're going to ask for at the end of it. You're not going to like it. God's asking you to give, you can live with that. You can live with it even after you die. You can still live with it. So, you know, it's very loving and caring. He doesn't do wicked things. He's not a wicked God. He doesn't have twists and turns to trick you into being something that you're not. He doesn't transform you into something that you are not. He doesn't make you wicked. He doesn't turn your heart inside out. He's not going to let you turn cold for your whole entire life. He's going to help you. For other gods, which I don't know all gods, but I know all gods don't do that. I know they don't do that, because what's the difference? Why is it when people convert into being a Christian or converting to only serving the Holy Father, everything is all great? Yes, things may be tough, but everything is way better to who they served before, because it's a difference. It's a big difference. It's a big difference. What they're asking for, what he's asking for, are on two different sides, and it's up to you to figure out whose side do you want to be on. Now, I'm not forcing you to turn to the Holy Father, but just know what God you're serving, and is that the type of God you want to continue serving for your whole entire life? Because when it comes to that question, oh, what are you giving in return? Are you gonna like it or not? But it is true that yes, when you turn to him, you're gonna have to give up everything. But the beauty of giving up everything is you showing nothing matters in this world except him. Nothing, no material, no car, no house, no money, no person can hold me against God. And that's the beautiful thing. And him knowing that, he's gonna bless you, because he's like, you're not impressed by nobody, anything, you're not impressed by money. Nothing can impress you except me. So you're going to always continue to come to me, no matter what. So no matter if he gives you that dream car, no matter if he gives you that dream house, no matter if he blesses you with so much money, no matter if he blesses you with the great friends you have, you know, all those things can get taken, but you treat those things with so much care because you know who it's from. When you know who it's from, just like how you know you get a car from BMW, Audi, Range Rover, these nice cars, you're going to treat it with care, because you're like, oh, this stuff came from places. If I even totaled this car, I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle that pressure on trying to reverse it and, you know, trying to, you know, get my stuff back. No, you take care of it with care the first time around and forever. When you're very grateful for what it is and where it's coming from, what type of place it's coming from. So taking care of what was given to you from God, it really matters. Learn how to clear your mind to hear God, to hear his voice. Now, everybody hears God differently. Not everybody hears God's the same. Some hear the same, some hear differently. And God gives out certain gifts for you to get a hint of hearing him. How you can hear his voice is being more committed and dedicated to learning him and being closer with him. So that may mean having more time dedicated to him to read the Bible, having more time to worship him, clearing your mind from the worldly noise. The worldly noise is loud. Okay, the worldly noise is freaking loud. And once you clear that by detoxing from the world and detoxing in holiness, purifying yourself, everything will be clear as ice. Everything will be clear. You be like, oh, I don't like that. You be like, oh, I like this because I know who it's coming from. And then you will hear God. Sometimes, for me, I don't hear it in words. Most of the time, I feel it. But recently, I've been hearing it in words. For me to get to that point, I have to decline things, because if I accept something and I know it's going to clutter my mind, it's not going to go good for me. I'm not going to be able to hear him. Just like how you listen to that secular music. It's okay, because I used to do it too. That, if you hear that 24/7 non-stop, because that's what I used to do. I used to love me some secular music. But now I listen to my gospel. I listen to clean music. You know, really be careful on what you hear and listening to. Sexy Red, I know a lot of people listen to Sexy Red. I don't listen to her. Like, soon as I hear it, I feel it. I automatically feel something's changing in me, and I don't like it because I know it's going to turn me away from God, and I don't like that. When you feel that feeling, cut it out. If that would bring you closer to him, and that you know for sure is not going to impact you in a manner to turn you into a worldly girl, a worldly woman, a worldly man, a worldly wife, a worldly husband. But I hope you guys liked today's video. I think today was a very, very good video. And I love you guys all. Like, comment, and subscribe. Tell your picky, your cousin, your mama, your sister, your brother, your auntie, your fishy, your piggy, everybody about me. And I'm gonna see y'all. Hey, before we go, what else do y'all wanna, you know, comment in the comment down below. What else do you guys think is like without God it's dead? Like, put down some things that you feel like, you know, to spread to others, what they can also do to get closer with God. And yeah, I'm gonna see you on the next one. Bye bye.